Hey guys, Harv here, and welcome back to the Kerbal space program. It's been a little while, at least for me it's been a little while. I'm currently live streaming, but this will be exported to YouTube because, well, I feel like I'm not making videos fast enough, and for some reason I can't summon the willpower to go and record and then do post-commentary. So I want to do live commentary, but I want to carry on doing things that are relevant to my current interests. And my current interests being largely the British Interplanetary Society, Skylon, and my space tourism project. I'm going to develop some SSTOs, because, you know, it's fun. And I'm going to do it with the help of my lovely people in chat, if there are any. Hello! Katagonga. Katagonga is in the chat. He is the only person in the chat right now. Hopefully we'll get some more people. But I'm going to start anyway. They can come in. We're not going to wait for them. Just, how is the audio level? Tell me, how are the audio levels? How is everything? Obviously people on YouTube aren't going to be able to tell me that, so there's no point posting in the comments. It's fine! I know as soon as I say that, people are going to start posting in the comments. It's fine! So I probably shouldn't have bothered. The stream is not available on mobile because I'm guessing Twitch is being idiotic. It's nothing to do with me. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put down KSP to about 25%, seeing as no one's told me what the audio level's like, so I'm going to guess that's fine. And we'll get going. Yes, in our space tourism save, which is actually called the Jool System, because that's what the name of the series was going to be. Until I changed it. I just haven't changed the, I haven't got around to changing the name of the save folder yet. Which I really should do. But yes, developing single stages to orbit. In the spaceplane hangar. Now I've got a few ideas. I want to make it look kind of like Skylon. I don't really care how much it looks like Skylon. For those of you who don't know, Skylon is a British project by Reaction Engines Limited, headed by Alan Bond, who has got a really cool name, and people are getting blocked on the chat by Mubot. So yes, Skylon is a single stage to orbit spaceplane that has yet to be actually test piloted, but the engines are in construction / being tested, and everything's going fairly well. It's kind of unstoppable now. So we're going to be able to, humanity is going to be able to get to orbit with a much reduced cost in the near to mid-term future. So SSTOs are pretty cool. And that's the small little thing about Skylon there. But yes, how do we want to make this? Why do we want to make this? I'm going to start building, and I'm going to wait for the people to shout at me. To say, no, you should do this. Because I haven't actually... I have built SSTOs, single stages to orbit, in the past. I have, but I haven't built any that are fairly big. And big is the direction I want to go in today. Big as in, like, 2-meter radius tanks. Maybe. Oh, excuse me. Another reason I haven't been recording much is because I've got a cold. I'm now fighting it off, I'm recovering, but I will be coughing every so often. Hopefully it's not too loud. And once again, I would appreciate the chat telling me exactly how good the audio levels are. And in fact how good the audio quality is in general. And video quality. Streamers like to know these things. Let's put some advanced SES on. We've got... where was the fuel we just put on? Here, it weighs 4.5, that's fine. And we'll put on... I don't know, we want quite a powerful engine. Aerospike is... yeah, it's not the best use for SSTOs, but if we're making something big, maybe it'll be fine. Entervelicium. Entervelicium does not have time to play... oh, yeah. Entervelicium does not have time to play Dota, but he does have time to comment saying I suck on the stream, which is fine. Absolutely fine, don't you worry. What am I doing? Is it worth actually having jet tanks? Is it worth it? Probably. On a big thing, it probably is worth it. But I was thinking maybe we could just take it from the fuel supply, although that's probably not the best idea. I don't know. This doesn't look anything like Skylon. Hang on, let me get a picture up of Skylon. Google Images. I've got 2 new tweets on Twitter. Both from Total Biscuit. Okay. Yes, I tweeted. That's the thing, isn't it? I tweeted about the stream. Yes, still getting to grips with tweeting out everything I do. Also, I don't like how YouTube has now connected with my Google account, because it means I'm getting notified on the YouTube page about random people adding me to their Google Plus circles. A, I don't know what a Google Plus circle is. B, I'm not really going to be accepting everyone's friend request, so having this flashing red number in the top right hand corner where my inbox used to be, which has now disappeared for some reason, is quite kind of distracting. Anyway, rant aside, I'm going to look for images of Skylon. So yeah, it's a plane. It's basically a very long pointy fuel tank with 2 engines on the side. Now the thing is, these engines are air intake, air breathing, but they can also convert to rocket, so they can function in both atmosphere and in space, which makes them very versatile and as a result quite useful. We can't do that in the KSP, so we have a bit more of an interesting problem. Exactly how this build is going to go, I'm not entirely sure. But you know, I'm sure it'll work itself out. So, what am I doing? What do I need? What do we need for an SSTO? We need jets, we need intakes for those jets, and we need liquid tank. Okay. Well, and wings, obviously. Wings would be a good idea. How about we do something like this? Something like that there, and then we'll mount some of these on the side. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. People in chat not saying anything. I think the chat is just being slow to update for me. I'm sure the people are actually saying things. In fact, if I refresh things, I'm viewing it through Mubot, so it's it generally doesn't work particularly well. I can hear people messing around in rooms next to mine. Okay, I have got 1 tank of... I wish there was a half-sized jet fuel tank, just, you know, just the liquid fuel, because it's too much for 1 engine. So instead of just having 1 engine, we'll make use of the extra fuel, and I think we shall put some nacelles on the side, like this, and have 4 engines. Maybe. 4 engines? Yes, no? Maybe. It'll probably be okay. I don't know where the actual body of the craft is going to be. We can try and take... We could try and take actually, you know, loads of fuel into orbit. It won't work. We could try it though. Hey, the chat's kind of responding. Maybe. I don't know about this. What is my flag at the moment? My flag is the Union Jab, yes. I'm not going to use a meme as a flag. What a silly idea. Yeah, people these days. I want to be able to take people. I want to have people on this flight. So if I put like a bar in the middle... Oh, Steam has just loaded! I was playing Dota earlier and we had all sorts of problems, including the fact that Steam wouldn't load. I spent about 20 minutes and I just left it, and it's only just loaded now, about 15 minutes after that. Alright guys, I'm gonna go play Dota. Bye. Ugh. No, I'm doing this. What am I doing? Ooh, we could make use of these. Yes, I like these. These are cool. Let me... Yeah, if we do this, and then get rid of all that, because we don't need it. We can have the same amount of tanks, but we can have it much more structurally integral, I'm hoping. So, if we put it like this, and then like this, we can do the same again, or we can just have it go in with a 2 separator, like hang on, this. Interesting. Why haven't you made a video for YouTube that you are streaming, Harvey? That's a good point. I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that. That's a good question. I can't be bothered. It's probably the correct answer to that. As terrible as it sounds. Oh, we can put one of these. There we go. That's how we get people in. Put it on the side like this. We can put this there. So we've got... I don't know if we need more liquid fuel. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll start off small and see as we go. So we've got this. Is there anything we can put on the front? We could just put an intake. Yes, we can put an intake. Or a docking port. Maybe a docking port would be a good idea. And we can actually have one of those capped docking ports, can't we? Like this. Maybe. Yes, okay, that's what we're going to do. And we shall get started on things. So we want to have those in the cells we were talking about. Do these actually do anything? Because the description of the radial engine body says it helps cool air-breathing engines. And that's good. It makes it sound like it's actually going to cool things and, you know, keep them from exploding. But in the statistics, it doesn't seem to have any actual effect. Whereas with the engine cell, it does have an intake air. Helps provide increased fuel flow. So these things may actually be useful, but then again, I don't know whether they do actually work. But I would be interested. How about we make something silly? If we can make this silly, it'll be very funny. We could put it like this. Yeah, maybe. It's more like a rocket. If we just... Look, it's a rocket, guys. Hey, maybe we just have a vertically launching single stage to orbit. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to make it a space plane. I want it to be an awesome space plane. I don't know if we need 4 engines. We'll start off with 2 engines. Oh, hang on. We'll start off with 2 engines on those. Right here. And we'll see how this goes. Put some air intakes. Ram intakes. That's covering up the door. Okay. Anything we can use to move that forwards? Is there any other payload we can just put in the way randomly? I just need something that's 2 diameters. Goodbye, Elysium. See ya. I need something that's 2 diameters, 2 meters. A pizza. Yeah, I could use a pizza. RCS. Oh, RCS is heavy, but it would be very useful if we could cart massive amounts of RCS up to orbit. And they're about the right size as well. Should we just do it for the sake of doing it? They are... How much do they weigh? A big RCS tank weighs 3.4. 3.4, that's nearly the weight of a fuel tank. And it's only a small fuel tank as well. Okay. We'll deal with that. See if this will remotely work. So we have 2 engines. I think we need more engines. I feel like we need more engines. We have the fuel for it, I'm fairly sure of that. Whether they're going to overheat or not, I'm not entirely sure. That remains to be seen. Let's start working on wings. So we've got centre of mass, we've got centre of thrust, all in line. We just need to work on centre of lift. So canards can go at the front, on this wonderfully convenient space we have here. And I can maybe put something like this there, separating out the engines in order to make sure they don't overheat due to being too close. And then have this there, with it tilted up like that. Hey, that's looking kind of cool. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe a little bit. If they can climb up the inside and avoid hitting the wing there, yeah, that'd be quite cool. And it's actually working out, in terms of centre of lift and centre of mass, it's actually working out very well. Because when we put these flaps here, they will in fact... Oh, hang on. Where are these going? There. They will in fact bring it back. Although those are tilted up way too much. So I'm going to keep them level here, but just tilt them like this. There you go. Just a little bit of subtle tilting. Someone says there's not going to be enough lift. Maybe. But we have got a lot of thrust to compensate. I'm thinking the thrust will make up for it. Okay, we can try and work on more lift. What do people in the chat think? Will there be enough lift? With that much space? Maybe. Seeing as we have got the massive RCS tank, probably not. Would be my guess. Also, we need more air intakes. Whether we use more RAM intakes or we just use radials, which would be easier. Well, we'll work on the intakes whilst the chat descends into chaos, wondering why we need more lift. Just put some radials on all of these, and anywhere else it's convenient, really. The thing about radial intakes is that they look terrible unless you design your entire plane around making them look subtle, in which case you probably end up with a fail plane. There. Okay, that's kind of subtle, maybe. Because center mass is so far back, it's going to flip really easily. Maybe. Maybe. Depends. Okay, well, how do we fix that?
I'm going now.
Okay. How do we fix that? I'm not entirely sure. Do we? So we need to move more mass forwards, and more weight and more lift forwards. Let's just test fly it. Yeah. Let's just test fly it first. I'm guessing it is going to flip over. I want to see if I can move center of lift a bit more forwards as well. Just moving these canards forwards will probably do it. Have we got enough intakes? Maybe. I'm just going to put some more on. Like here. And like here. There we go. Okay. Let's see how this works. Yeah, if we have this extend further back, actually. So if we... Hang on. How about we... take this off, take that off, put that off, move all this forwards, put that there, put that there, and then put our engine back on. Close, but no cigar. It's kind of... Has that helped whatsoever? It's just put our centre of lift out of line, which we can fix by putting these further back, which might help in terms of stability. We can probably get rid of these. Oh, they actually weren't helping in terms of lift. Huh. These ones don't help in terms of lift, guys. We're gonna get rid of them. Ah, and it covers the doors. Oh, that's why we had the tank there in the first place. Okay, if we put the well, that's not a tragedy because we can put the doors up there or below. Ah, if we have this raised up somewhat on big wheels, because it's a 2-meter radius tank, so we will have to raise it up. Maybe. Maybe not. Put this back. Didn't mean to take it off. Well, we'll have a look. We'll see what happens. The radial intake's now in the way. Like that. I can't seem to move them back enough. Take them all off. They always get in the way. Where I like to put them, which is basically inside the wing, they always get in the way. Okay, so we've fixed somewhat the centre of lift problem. It's still going to flip, but we don't know that for sure. We need to test it. I need to connect the jet fuel to the jets, so that they actually have some sort of, you know, fuel. And then we need to add some wheels, and we'll be ready for its first test flight. If anyone from the BIS happens to be watching, which is somehow doubtful, but you never know, please don't shout at me for being a bad SSTO builder. Using 2-meter fuel tanks on planes is never a good idea. That's the general rule. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, I've put the radials back on. That's enough for now. Connect the... Having the at the bottom is probably a stupid idea, but we'll connect the fuel and then do the wheels. We'll forget action groups for now, we don't really need it. Do those adapters cross... Yes, they have fuel crossfeed enabled. And I dropped my fuel line somewhere. Has anyone seen my fuel line? I just dropped it. I'm not entirely sure where it's gone. No, whatever, we'll get a new one. SSTO stands for single stage to orbit, so we're not going to be jettisoning any parts. That's what it means. Okay, so the fuel flows into here, and we should be able to... if we... I like piping. It's weird that in a space game, piping... I've dropped my fuel line again! Where's the fuel lines? Where are they all going? I think there's one there. Is that figment of my imagination? No, there is one here. Piping, actually interestingly relevant for spaceships carrying humans. We humans do need our piping. It's like 1/3 of the weight of most habitation crafts have to be for sewage. I don't think that's going to work. I might need to raise it a bit higher. I wonder if the wing can crossfeed. The Delta wing. It doesn't say fuel crossfeed available. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We should be able to fit. Take you off. There we go. That onto there. Is that attaching properly? We'll find out very shortly. In fact, will we be able to do that with this one? Center of mass is getting in the way. Go away. We don't need you anymore. No, that's connecting to the habitation module, the hitchhiker storage container. There we go. Okay, so I think we have got that working, and then we can thread these back to there, and then we can thread them onto there. No, we can thread them onto the intakes. How about from here? There you go. Looks horrible, but it might work. Hey, it's the thing. What's it called? Back to the Future. Maybe this will go back to the future. You never know. Okay, wheels is the last thing to work on. What do you mean, no derp Harv? No, it's connected to the adapter. I think it's connected to the adapter, or is it? No, sorry, I am a derp. It's not connected to the adapter. I was under the impression this fuel line was connected to this adapter here, in which case fuel should be flowing into it from the tanks. Okay, it seems not. Well, what can I do to counteract that? A lot of very obvious piping. You don't see this on the side of Skylon, do you? And that's flowing the wrong way. Did that work? Yes. Yes, that one worked. Okay, so that one is connected to the adapter, and then we can connect. I think it's flowing the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, it's flowing the wrong way. I'm very silly, aren't I? Christ, I'm a silly person. I've only just realised that that's what everyone in the chat was screaming about. Fine. What do you suggest then? We could make something that's much easier. I've just realised. Throw away all of this. We could just flow it from the fuel tanks themselves into this wing, or something in front of the wing. Fuel crossfeed? No, fuel crossfeed is available. The wings can crossfeed fuel, or at least those wings can. So into the wing, avoiding the intake. Come on. Into the wing. There we go, into the wing. It sounds like a very interesting film title, doesn't it? Into the wing. Maybe. No, okay, it's just me. Attach that there. And spin it round. Nope, spin it round like this. And attach that there. There we go. See? I am an expert plumber. Yes, maybe. Okay, wheels. Now that we've got that finally sorted. That should work. Okay. And we can mount the back wheels on here. How many people are watching the stream, by the way? Just as a rough guess, because I can't see on Moobot. We have got 69. Really? Wow, okay. What? I'm not saying anything. What? I'm not immature. It's all you. If we just mount these wheels on the back here, it would probably be very hazardous, but it might work. Especially seeing as this is its first test, so it's never going to go correctly the first time. Yeah, we can have that there. And then, does anyone actually think this looks good? Because I'm starting to think it looks absolutely terrible. The numbers, on paper, it should fly. But, yeah, I don't know. We've split this at the front. How far back is the centre of mass? Far enough back that we can do something like this. Which covers the door. We don't want to do that, that's stupid. How do we fix this problem? I'm not entirely sure, you know. Where can we put a... This is why I'm streaming. Come on, guys. Where can we put a wheel at the front? In order to... I don't want to have two wheels. For some reason that conflicts with my thoughts about how planes work. I don't have two wheels. Just where can we put one wheel at the front? And attach something there to keep it maybe a bit more steady. I-beam? What's an I-beam? Or is that Roman numerals beam? One beam. Beam I-beam. It's an I-beam. Sorry, it is an I-beam. Where do we attach that? Oh, we could maybe do something like this. There we go. The I-beams. We put that there. There we go. Beautiful engineering, this is. Beautiful. And, wow, there's a massive difference in height there. Ouch. How about if we try and put it on top? Hang on. Need to zoom in a bit here. If we were to put it on top facing the wrong way, and then scoot it round, we should lose a bit of that height. There we go, not so bad. The difference isn't too bad now. And we can attach this onto here. This is all very boring for everyone on YouTube, obviously. Just slow VAB building. But we are ready for our first test. Hello, the Starfight LLB. But yeah, we are ready for our first test, I think. What will probably happen is that it will do a cartwheel as soon as it gets off the runway. We want some energy generation. We just have some solar panels, I suppose, but we might as well add a bit more payload. There we go. Put two of them on... I don't know. There. That works. Here we go. We've got energy. We've got fuel. We've got wheels. We've got engines. We haven't got action groups or correct staging. But this is test 1. We don't need any of that nonsense. Let's call this passenger SSTO, and we'll call it heavy because it's going to be heavy. And I'm fully confident in our mission. Oh, we do need action groups. We do need action groups later, so that we can close the intakes and turn off the engines. But, you know, just test flight. We don't need it right now. Oh, 7 tweets on Twitter. Toto Biscuit, Scott Manley, NASA. Not tweeting to me, just tweeting in general. Of course, NASA are tweeting to me. You know what, I'm going to post in the media group chat that I am streaming. Streaming, if anyone wants to watch, or come on, or join, or something. I don't know if I want to co-commentate at this point in time. People always shout for it, but I don't know. Sometimes it just needs to be back to the old days of solo Harv commentary, only KSP. I'm going to be doing StarMade. I know there's been a bit of a lack of StarMade in the past, in recent times. Okay, well it hasn't exploded yet. Everything seems to be nominal. Advance the CS on. We're veering to the place. And we're going to flip over backwards. This is called passenger single stage to orbit. Oh no, it's working. I forgot the space tape. Damn. Why is it peeling to the... What's not symmetrical about this craft? Is it the gear at the front? It can't be. I haven't trimmed, have I? There's something non-symmetrical about it. Does anyone know... Yes, the centre of mass is at the back, but that's not lack of symmetricality. That's not non-symmetrical. It's just the gears at the back. I mean, the centre of mass is at the back. The I-beam, maybe the I-beam is to blame. But that one little bit, okay, we're now stunt plane. That one little beam, that can't be causing all this. Advanced SAS is on and it's still trying to turn to the right. The rudder is a bit bugged. Maybe it is that wing. Yeah, the wings do sometimes have a really annoying habit of applying lift in the wrong directions. Because it's not intended to be a tail fin, this delta wing. So it probably is trying to lift us left or something. So that was a simulation. And now we're going to go back to the asymmetrical, that was the word I was looking for. Now we're going to go back to the spaceplane hangar. And we will probably add some emergency parachutes. This is such a terrible... Also, there's radial intakes inside the engine. And I've just ripped off the back fuel tank. Please go back on. Thank you. Yeah, radial intakes being inside the engine probably isn't the best thing. You know what? Them being there isn't necessary. Put them there. Put them there, that's fine. Okay, what am I doing? Yes, remove this. And we'll put on a tail fin. Losing the name. Okay. We're not going to change too many things at once. Make the nacelles face upwards. Huh? Make the nacelles face upwards? If they're not facing upwards, your craft will do weird things. The nacelles? The nacelles are just nacelles. They don't have lift, do they? Wow, that bounced a lot. Huh, okay, we'll mess about with the nacelles next, if this doesn't work. Seems to be... okay. Yes, it was... I think it was the wing. Seems to be alright. It's those tipped, you know, those angled wings at the back probably aren't helping matters. I generally do that just to look cool. Hey Harv, check Skype. Sorry, it's on Do Not Disturb. We could have Goldfish on. If we would like Goldfish to talk to us. Yeah, let's add Goldfish. Let's call Goldfish. Where are you on my contacts list? People seem to be disappearing off my contacts for some reason. I do have you. Where are you? Where on earth is Goldfish? There he is. He was on Do Not Disturb. Calling now. Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you? It's been a while since we've last talked.
It has. Last time would probably be your charity
stream.
launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Then I left for 4 weeks.
yes, and you went to Africa, and are you back now, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I got back actually Saturday.
Oh, right.
So I'll be back for a week tomorrow.
Yeah. How did it go? How was everything?
It was quite a trip, quite an experience. The work was pretty tough, I must say.
Yeah, I saw a lot of what you were posting in the chat about, you know, the conditions.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Yeah, they weren't all too great. I'm actually rendering my my first Africa vlog video now.
Oh, right.
I'm actually excited to get those, you know, up on YouTube, but this past week I've been so busy just catching up on school.
Yeah.
Because I missed 3 weeks of school while I was there, and yeah, haven't gotten around to YouTube at all this week.
Well, I haven't missed any school, and I've been struggling to do YouTube, so I feel for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, being away in Africa for 4.5 weeks does mean I've been basically living under a rock. I've sort of slowly, in the little bit of free time I do have, been catching up on, you know, things that have happened while I was gone.
Yeah. I imagine you can feel quite out of touch when you're out there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, thing is, like, I had prepaid internet, just a 3G network, so you know, you couldn't really go watch YouTube videos. You couldn't really do anything because you'd be burning through your internet.
Yeah, yeah. It costs so much.
Yeah.
Well, I should be.
Yeah, that
down.
too.
Yeah.
Harv, you're still 15, are you?
Yes, I'm still 15. 16 in January.
And I'm 16. Okay. 17 in December.
Oh, I may have judged this wrong. I'm surprised this SSTO has actually managed to get up here. Oh, we've had our first flame out. Yeah, I judged the trajectory wrong.
I was about to ask, what's the project? Just an SSTO?
Yes, I'm trying to build a heavy SSTO for my space tourism series.
Okay.
A passenger jet, almost.
Okay. Your space tourism series, I saw that come by. What's that about exactly?
It clues in the name, my friend.
Space tourism. I mean space tourism, but you know,
I'm establishing basically colonies on the Jool system, on all the planets there, because it's quite an interesting place, and the idea is to try and make it as comfortable for Kerbals as possible. You know, have some amazing, luxurious views, and instead of
that's quite the project.
Yeah, it's quite a long-term thing, and I have been struggling for ideas recently, so it should be good.
Yeah.
The problem this is going into flat spin because I pointed upwards way too much.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back to the VAB and see if there's any changes we need to make. But yeah, I could probably do with your input on this as well. I've been trying to get advice from the chat, but the problem is I often forget to actually look at the chat, so it doesn't really help.
Yeah. Now, SSTOs, what shall I say? I managed to make an SSTO in, you know, what's the latest update? 0.21?
Yes,
yeah. So in 0.20. But since 0.21, I've actually been having troubles with SSTO myself.
Have they changed some of the parameters, maybe? Or?
Well, for me, I think the problem is the new SAS system.
Yes,
it just isn't strong enough to actually lock it in place.
I've been despairing over that on some of my launchers, my rocket launchers. I think for planes it's generally okay, but it's just like it won't lock in place for the rockets. When all you want to do is go straight up, and they'll just, you know,
it'll just move about. Yeah.
But I know he's working on that, Chad is.
Yeah, I heard that as well. So 0.22, what I understand, the R&D system.
Yes,
that sounds exciting
as well. Subassembly is what I'm most excited about.
Yeah. I saw their video, you know, their announcement video for 0.22.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was considering for a long time getting the subassembly mod, but in the end, it's like, I can't be bothered to download these mod things. I've managed without them for this long. I can manage without them. and then they go and put it in the next update. So I'm happy about
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I've wanted myself for some time as well. And well, I'm not really a mod-y type guy, so I don't know. I guess I never even considered getting a mod for it.
that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. Have you done many videos with mods?
I've done like with parts, one.
Right. Yeah.
And that was a very simple mod, being just a Gatling gun, just like the only part it added.
Oh,
And, that was just fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried out any of the weapon mods. I stopped using mods completely about maybe a year, probably more than that ago. So it's been a while. But yeah, I mean, there was a point where I was running out of ideas, and I thought I'd just come back off of a holiday and thought, I can't really think of anything to do now. I've got the entirety of the summer holidays. I can probably go to mods. But and then I found StarMade and decided to start making videos of that. So that kind of put things off. And now I've got the Space Tourism series. So
yeah,
I've found things to do
and
again.
And the StarMade thing is taking off. People are liking it.
People like it, which yeah, people definitely do seem to like it on the channel. My main worry.
Okay,
was that
because I know that was some, yeah, exactly. I remember you being worried about that.
Yeah. Because I can just imagine people not wanting me to post anything other than KSP. What actually happens now is that I haven't been posting enough StarMade, and people are
I was about to
say, which is quite funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
Okay, well
I gotta have a look at StarMade myself, but yeah, like
there's
I said,
been problems with the game recently. Like one of the, I think there were only 2 developers working on it. The guy who actually thought of the game and someone he hired. And there was a dispute about the wages that guy was getting, so he left or was fired or something. So now the guy needs to find some more people to work for him, and the updates haven't been coming very regularly, if at all. There's been problems with the game, but I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful it's working. I hope they get somewhere.
PD was talking about as well. Have you played Cube World?
No, but I've seen it and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I have it too, and we actually made some videos, PD and I, and Ryan and Laborian joined in as well. But I was talking to PD, and apparently, there are some rumors going around that guy ran off with the money and he's not planning on continuing the game.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, although I haven't actually looked up any of that. That's purely what I heard from PD.
Huh. Well, what I've seen from the game itself, like through the few videos I've watched, is that it actually looks fairly complete. So maybe he thinks he's finished with development, I don't know.
Maybe, but the thing that it's still missing is, like a storyline. Right now it's purely
it's supposed
just
to be an
a
RPG,
grinding
isn't it?
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I turn you down? I can. That generally happens, that I seem a bit quiet compared to Skype. There we go. Put you down to 25 there. Okay, start talking a little so people can see if it's better or not.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello, Harv? Can you hear me?
Is it better people in the chat? Is it better people on YouTube who can't tell me? There we go. I'll put you up to 30. There we go. That should be fine.
Safe. Woohoo!
Alright, is there anything else I need on this? I was going to start working on action groups and do another test. I'm not sure if there's any more parts that need to be added. I've flattened down the wings. I've added a wing flap to the tail fin, added some RCS jets, and a few struts here and there. I think it's okay.
Okay.
Right, custom 1 is going to be turn on our liquid engine. Custom 2 is going to be turn off all these engines, and then it's going to be close all the flaps. I want to actually test how much closing the flaps helps. I know it does reduce drag, which is useful, when you're not using the actual engines. But I never know how much it actually does help.
I've never actually tested it. I mean, I just sort of, okay, well, people told me this works.
Yeah. I think I heard Scott Manley say it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's got to be right. Okay. I think... Did I do these? Yes, I did those already. Okay. Right. Test 2, or test 3. There we go. Save that. And launch.
Oh, Yeah, there's. I just saw as well. Is there no command module, like
There's
a
a
manned module?
probe. There's no manned command module.
Okay.
Um,
So what's this thing's use? Is it just fuel transport
well,
or
there's
what?
a hitchhiker storage container. So
Okay.
I want it to be passenger, but also fuel if we can get it. Which is why there's an RCS, a massive RCS tank there. Um,
Okay.
although I'm considering removing that now because I think it's a bit too heavy.
It is quite heavy, yeah, but
But if I can
I
actually
love the
manage
new. Yeah, I love the new like IVA in the hitchhiker cans.
is there's an IVA? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
realise that. Oh, cool.
that was I believe point 21.
Oh, really? IVA and hitchhiker cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually use them, so I probably haven't noticed. Oh, we'll have to test
I
that
was
out.
using it as like a storage on my space station, and then I saw it. You can like a lot of the funny like texts on the cupboards and all that, and there's another Kerbal. You know, he's not wearing his helmet, which looks pretty cool.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen any Kerbals in the game without helmets before, have we?
Apparently, I mentioned it in like my point 21 overview video, but apparently they don't wear helmets in the airplanes either. So
Oh,
I'm not
they...
sure. I guess
No, they don't.
maybe you, but now you can actually like see him properly
Well,
from the
within-
front and everything.
Exactly, from within IVA, it's a bit
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
so
think-
that's pretty funny to see, especially when they start laughing and you see their tongue going all straight.
Oh, really? Oh, we've got to show
Yeah.
that on the stream. Next test we do, I'll put some people into it.
Yeah.
People are saying I need to test the L ratio, the lift ratio,
LD ratio. Oh.
lift smiley face ratio, and add the emergency shoot.
Yeah.
Lift to drag ratio. No, something to drag ratio. Tell me what you mean. I'm not an avionics
Lift to
person.
drag.
Lift to drag. It is lift to drag. Okay. Yeah. How do I check that? Any ideas?
If you're talking about sciencey stuff, don't come to me.
I mean, for rockets, I'm all about sciencey stuff, but planes is not exactly my forte. Although I'm
Okay,
really
yeah.
happy with this, how this has actually turned out. It's a lot more stable than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of the flopping, but then again, a lot of planes don't, since...
Now with the, especially with the new advanced SCS.
Yeah.
Okay, start pushing down. There we go. Fairly fast as well with those 4 engines. And I'm hoping there will be enough fuel for the aerospike. But we may be able to add some more of that.
Commando T, he's not ignoring you, but he's not going to add you to the Skype call because that wouldn't be fair to all the other people in chat.
Yes. It's a common argument. People ask, why can't you add me on your friends list? Why can't you add me to the Skype call? It's just, you know, we've got to maintain a degree of fairness by not adding, you know, some people and not others. And also
Because
some
once we add
professionalism.
one person, you know, we have to add everyone,
Yeah.
and you know, once we add everyone, like, and I'm not just talking about the Skype chat now, but you know, on Skype or whatever, they're just going to be constantly bothering us during videos and all that, and not good.
Although, you know what? I think at some point I'm going to just see how many people I can get in the Skype call. I'm just going to do like a fan thing with everyone who wants
But
to be in Skype.
afterwards,
It'll be crazy.
You may
want
wanna
to
just-
panic, but
you may just want to like create a second Skype account for that though, because afterwards,
I know.
like, realize what you're getting yourself into.
Although I can be quite ruthless about just deleting people on Skype. I'm fairly confident
fair.
about that. So,
But then you got to
it'll
go
just be
through and actually just, you know, delete.
I love how there are
But
some
you-
people adding me on Skype and they say, "Hi, I accidentally deleted you off my friends list. Please re-add me." It's like, I'm not gonna fall for that.
Yeah. I added some people on Steam, you know, that invited me.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got a
And-
few
and
people
it's
on
like-
Steam that I wouldn't normally. I especially wouldn't add on Skype, because that's more for, you know, audio talking. But for Steam, if I'm playing a game, I'm okay for some people to be on.
Yeah, exactly.
Although the official word is that my Steam group is for that.
I don't have a Steam group. I don't know.
Oh, you can
I
join
have
mine.
a Facebook page. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might. Let me check. I
You
might
probably should be
part
in
of-
mine. I think every so often I try and send invites to everyone, so you probably are.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
I'm feeling this starting to pull upwards quite a lot.
Yeah, HOCgaming community. There we go.
HOCgamers.
Oh. What's HOCgaming's community? Is that like an unofficial Harv community then?
No, it is. I think that is the name of it.
Okay.
I think it asked me for a subtitle as well, or something, which I called HOCgamers, because I thought if I'm HOCgaming,
yeah.
HOCgamers could be the names of the fans. Never really caught on though.
People asked me once, like in a live stream as well, like, what can you call your fans? And I was like, well, you know, I don't feel comfortable naming my fans.
Yeah.
You know? And they were like, no, give us a name. I'm like, fine, call yourself Guppies.
Guppies.
The Goldfish Guppies.
I was going to suggest something like Fishers or something, but Guppies is great. You know, Guppies works.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going 1.7 kilometers per second and still speeding up. I'm worried about the intake air, which is why I've throttled down a little bit, but we seem to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering when the point is that we need to switch to liquid fuel.
I think it's something like 0.9 or like 0.09.
But we've got 4 engines. I think for one engine you're okay at 0.9.
Okay,
but,
yeah. Then
we've started to flare out. We've started to flare out. Crap. See, as soon as that happens, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know
There's
any
nothing
way
you can do to fix it.
What I need to have is some... Maybe I can use RCS jets. Probably not powerful enough.
Maybe.
No, because they're at the centre of mass, which is a silly place to put them.
Somebody says if you turn off half the engines, you get more intake. That might actually be I don't know. Is it a good idea?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea actually. Turning off... If I turn off the outside too...
Yeah.
Shut down that. Oh, that one... There we go. Shut down that. Oh, and now I'm spinning the wrong way. This is not going well.
Oh no, that's not good.
Start next engine. Oh wow, how's all that liquid fuel gone? What's been using my liquid fuel from this tank? It hasn't been feeding from the front. Huh?
So that'll mess up your center of mass then as well.
Yeah, that's definitely messed up my center of mass.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be happening. There's no connection. I don't care about the flight now. The flight's doomed. But I'm just wondering why the fuel isn't draining properly.
Yeah, that's strange. Maybe just add some fuel lines, or
I'm wondering if the nacelles are automatically taking it from whatever they're next to.
Wait, what are the nacelles?
These are the things the engines are mounted onto. They're not actually fuel tanks themselves. They're supposed to improve performance.
Oh. Are those the air intake thingies?
They are intakes themselves as well, I think. Yeah.
Ah, I never use those. That's why I don't know what they're called.
I never used to, but I have started now.
Yeah, it's a creative way of using them.
Because Op Delta, who I've been doing StarMade with, always refers to nacelles. So it's been on my mind.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can save this. I'm not too hopeful though.
Apparently you have emergency chutes.
I do not. I should get some, probably. Okay, we're gonna have to try and fix this. It might be that we have to tell the fuel tank at the start of the flight not to transfer any fuel, and then it should work.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that it was doing it in the first place.
Hmm.
Right, we can turn that off.
Should probably throttle up a little, yeah. Oh, you see, I'm a couple of seconds behind.
Yeah. And we're flying upside down right now, but if we do this... Oh dear.
It's something.
It's not a particularly aerodynamic beast, is it?
Not quite, but then again, who needs aerodynamics?
Go on.
Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go, yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty explosion.
It was an interesting test, at least.
Yeah. This was all a simulation, don't worry about it.
Yes, it was all a simulation. Okay, so chat and Goldfish, what are our next moves? What do we change?
Step 1, emergency shoots.
Okay.
Uh,
Emergency shoots.
Step 2, you mentioned turning off the what did you say, the fuel
flow, which I think we can do at the start of the flight, unless we can. No, you can't actually do it for action groups, which is a shame. Okay, I'll try doing that at the start of the flight. I want to. What was it? What were we saying? Literally just shoots.
Emergency shoots. Yeah,
shoots, that's the one.
You can maybe set it up to the abort sequence.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Although I don't know, maybe you'll have better luck than me. But I once tried to set up an emergency abort, button. Nothing happened.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting there clicking the button and nothing's happening.
I generally have quite a bit of luck with them, I think. Also, someone was saying that the cells need to be pointing a certain direction. So I'm going to try doing that. Oh, those are the intakes there. Okay. See the gap in the side of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there. I think those changed then. Or is this like, when did they add this?
The cell's been in it for quite a while, actually.
Okay, then I think they might have changed it.
Pre-.18. Not sure.
Because I remember like the air takes being on the front, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, these are. You mean of the actual nacelle part, or?
Yeah, like a round thing in the front. Yeah, there you go. I think.
Yeah, those are.
Oh.
Those are our separate intakes as well. It's just that this part, I think, has an air intake itself.
Okay. Yeah, no, but that's not. I think I'm thinking of a different part here. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about that round thing with the spiky things.
Yeah. It's just a different type of intake. The person who said in the chat about these having to point a certain way, to be frank, are you just telling fibs? Are you making things up? Because I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to figure out why the nacelles can't be pointed upright. If that's the case.
Somebody says you should add a docking ring. That might be handy as well.
I've got one at the front.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Okay, put all these back on. Okay, I'm gonna move the RCS ports, and then I think we just need to do the same thing again, but try and switch to liquid fuel earlier. I think.
Yeah.
Because as long as we're not draining the tank, we should have quite a bit of fuel in that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put this there. We'll put this in about there. And also these RCS jets should be moved a little. Because ideally they want to be they want to be balanced so that the centre of thrust of the jets is along the centre of mass, but they should be as far away from it as possible. If that makes sense. Because it's like a lever, you know. Force.
Yeah.
What's the equation? The distance from the pivot.
I don't know the equation, but this is like science. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it's kind of intuitive.
You put.
It's basically quite intuitive, isn't it? You have a sort of force, move it further away, and it will do more action.
Yeah, it's like put something heavy on a plank, put something like in the middle of the plank, go
Yeah.
stand on the end of the plank, and it goes up easier than if you push closer to the mass.
Yes, yes.
That's my way of explaining science.
Your way of explaining it is probably better than mine, because I tend to assume that, like, people have an advanced knowledge of orbital mechanics, and I don't know.
And then you get simple tunes like me who don't.
I was trying to avoid saying that.
And I said it anyway, but I'm allowed to say it because I'm one of the simple tunes.
Yes.
Like you say it, you're suddenly insulting people. I say it, I'm insulting myself.
And that's fine.
I think so.
Okay, we have not got the parachutes. Parachutes. Where are they? We can put them here. I think putting them on the nacelles is okay. Hopefully they won't tear off. Put 2 on each one, just in case.
Just to be sure.
There we go. And I guess we're trying again. I don't think we need anything else. We've got all our action groups set up. Oh, we need to set up the abort sequence. And prove it works as well. We'll do that. Deploy, 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 and deploy. There we go. Okay. I will nosedive with the chutes, says someone. Probably. I tried to put them around the centre of mass. It probably didn't work. Okay, here we go. A bit of wobbling, nothing to worry about. I'm going to tell this to not transfer any fuel. There we go. And it should be drawing from the front. Yes, it's drawing from the front ones. Okay. So we're having a bit more success with the fuel flow.
Okay.
Now,
Sorry if I seem a little distant. I'm just trying to find an email that I gotta answer.
That's alright, fine. You know, no pressure. I wasn't intending to have anyone on to start with, so I don't mind if you occasionally do some other stuff.
Yeah, no, see, because I'm part of the Learner Council, and somebody's bothering me to answer an email, but I can't find their email.
I've got some emails I need to send to people. I need to remember to do that later.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, activate parachutes, and everything explodes.
Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
It's alright, then the cells are fine.
And then the cells are fine. That's what it's all about, of course.
So there is your typical Kerbal abort system.
Yeah.
I think that's actually fine. We're going to leave it. We're not supposed to be using the abort. Hopefully we won't need to. That's the plan. Okay, test 5, I think this is. Going for a natural orbital insertion. I'm thinking I probably don't have the time nor the inclination to pursue this project in particular, this SSTO. But I know that people on Test Pilot have sent me a lot of SSTOs. So I can probably just steal one of theirs. With their permission. That should be fine. Although whether they're actually going to have a passenger jet SSTO is different. I'm sure there are some. And if there aren't, people who are watching this video can definitely send them in. People on YouTube. Or even on the stream. If you have a passenger jet single stage to orbit that you've been hiding all this time, you can definitely send that to HOCgaming@live.co.uk. That's HOCgaming@live.co.uk, and you can send me a test pilot of your passenger jet single stage to orbit. Save me a lot of time having to develop this. Although this, to be honest, I don't know if you were listening to all that, Goldfish.
To be honest, no, I was not.
Alright, fine. I'll just finish what I was saying. But yeah, this, to be honest, isn't particularly well designed, because it's kind of half a fuel carrier and half a single stage passenger jet. My throat.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just dealing with things again. So you're recording this right now?
I'm streaming, and I can export the stream to YouTube. So basically, yeah.
That way, yeah.
Yeah. It works quite well. I mean, I
Okay.
did it for the charity live stream, and it worked fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, hello, YouTube.
Yes. I didn't realise you hadn't realised that.
Well, I mean, thinking back now, it was sort of obvious, and I should have thought about it before. But I just realised, yeah, hey, this is going to YouTube as well. Heard you talking to the YouTube people, and I was like, hang on a second.
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to stop soon because my cold is getting to me. My voice is definitely sounding more nasally than it did a few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm a little sick myself as well.
I think there's a bug going around. Although, seeing as
Yeah.
that we're like across seas,
I was about to
don't
say,
know how much
like,
that bug is going to be affecting us. It's possible, you know.
Darn you, Harv, you infected me with your strange British diseases.
Through the internet.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the film, it was either Pandemic or Outbreak or something like that. Some disease thing. It's basically like one person gets on a plane with the super contagious disease, and then because of everyone on the plane going to different parts of the world, it basically spreads everywhere.
Oh my.
It could be exactly like that.
It could be. Yeah. We had some British people on board.
On the plane back from Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So probably it started there on that plane, or maybe it was from Africa, and then
it's a strange African. You got AIDS now. Was that too much?
That's a bit too much. Yeah.
Sorry. I said it and I was like, oh god, what have I done?
You just realised as soon as you said it.
Yeah. If I offended anyone, I'm sorry. I take it back.
In your face, spelt wrong, says that everyone at his school has a cold, and it's the same at my school.
In your phase, in your phase, where are you from?
Oh, I'm silly. I didn't stop the fuel transfer.
Oh.
I didn't do it at the start of this flight. I did it at the start of the other one. Ah, damn. Oh well. Also, we're going way too high again, so things aren't going well, basically. I want to...
what was the progress on the abort system?
Well, the abort system is a way of basically killing yourself. It's
still exploding.
It's
then.
a suicide
Okay.
pill, essentially, so that you don't have to suffer a slow crash in a flat spin.
See, because in the time that I was not paying attention, I thought you might have made, fixed that.
No, I just left it as it was and decided to go for another flight, actually. Okay, I'm going to turn off the outside engines. I think at this altitude we don't need all 4 engines choking down that fuel. So...
Not really.
Problem is I haven't got the action groups to do it, so I'm going to have to turn off the engines and then do it. So... Oh dear. That wasn't a... Huh.
Oh? Oh yeah, because you gotta turn them off one at a time there, yeah. What?
Well, the problem is I didn't... It was starting to turn left for some reason. I don't know why. That wasn't because it was me turning left. I think there's a weight imbalance somewhere. There shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, I mean...
Huh.
You did everything with symmetry mode, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Apart from...
then
there's one little bar with a gear on it. I don't think that's making too much difference. And it is fairly central. Okay.
Yeah.
We're falling. I don't know whether just to switch to the aerospike. Might not be a bad idea. The problem is I've got these 2 liquid fuel tanks at the front, which are basically my reserves of fuel for my aerospike tank now, because my actual aerospike tank has been used up by the jet engines. But there's 2 of them, and because they're not along the centre of mass, I have to stop the engines in order to transfer the fuel. Unless I just do it little bit by little bit, in which case it should be kind of okay.
Yeah.
just hear you. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, just let him do his thinking.
Let me talk. That's the problem. As YouTubers, we tend to fall into the solo commentary. You know, I'm always talking.
Yeah.
Or the I'm watching a YouTube video. I'm just going to listen.
Yeah. And if you are in multiplayer mode, to put it that way, once you then have to switch back, like you see it in the. Do you watch the Mindcrack Ultra Hardcore? Like they'll be doing a whole ultra hardcore match, with 2 or 3 people, and then 2 of them fall off, and then suddenly they're alone, and then they realize there's no one to catch my commentary,
Yeah.
It's like, and then suddenly they have to go back into solo mode.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh.
I thought I turned off those. Oh. Okay, I see what's happened. Yeah, this mission's failed.
You don't say.
I was trying to turn off the engines using my action group, but because it applies to all of them, and I'd already turned off the outside engines, so it toggled the inner ones to turn them off, and it toggled the outer ones to turn them on again.
Yeah. I love the face palm smiley somebody just put in chat.
Screw you. God, I'm trying my best.
No, I'm not much better at planes. That's the thing too. Like you're talking about things and you're speculating like what could work, and I'm just like, yep, I can't help you here.
I'm really confused right now. Shut down. Shut down. What? There we go. Shut down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Street lamps in the chat.
Oh, look at him there. Abort or crash. Either way, it's all the same in the end.
That's true. How long have you
So
been here,
Street,
Street Lamp?
you want to come into the Skype chat? I'm kidding. I'm
You
kidding.
generally don't talk on your videos, I think, do you? No.
He doesn't have a voice.
That's the theory we've got going on about you, Street Lamp. We think you don't have a voice.
I'm spreading rumors.
You lost it due to the weird British African plague cold that's been going around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try the
I
abort.
infected you.
Oh dear. What?
I do have a voice. He was surprised too.
Okay, this isn't going well. I would like to be facing the right way up when the parachutes open, although that may be asking a bit too much. And that person was right as well, we are nosediving.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a very special episode of our space tourism series. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to go and get a drink and blow my nose because this is getting the better of me, and do some other things. Thank you very much, Goldfish, for joining me for the few minutes.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Always do enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, it's fun. Talking to me. No, I'm kidding. Talking to you too.
And there goes the plane. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I and Goldfish shall see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I'll just let them drift off screen.
Yeah.